Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. Let's pull some shards, shall we? Let's pull some shards. The extra legendary event is on. It is on. Basically, it's very straightforward, really. If we summon a legendary champion, we'll get a different extra one for free as a bonus. 2 for 1, basically. I did a video on this yesterday. This is one of the best, if not the best, shard event in the game. It depends how close you are to your mercy system. I got a lot of questions on this. So let me know, actually, where would you go? So you need to pull 220 blue shards to get a guaranteed legendary out of it, right? I've pulled 120 without getting one during the Raf Matab guaranteed legendary event. So I'm 100 shards off getting a legendary. For me, that's the sweet point. That's the sweet spot. I'm really happy with that. 100 shards for a random legendary is fantastic. But where would you go? Like, I wouldn't do it for 200. I'd rather say for a guaranteed at that point. And if it was less than 100, it becomes exponentially good. Like, imagine if you're only 10 shards off Mercy. It's just absolutely ridiculous value that eclipses anything else the game can throw at you. Anyway, let's go in. Let's pull some shards. What am I hoping for? There's a lot of legendaries I don't have. Anything that would help me for Hydra or for Arena would be really good. And then obviously, you know, the top tier champions like a Duchess, Lilitu, which I don't have, a Lady Kimmy, which I don't have. Any of those would be great. Alika, I actually think that Saf on the HH Gaming channel did a video on Alika recently. I think she requires something like 20 books or something like that, 21 books. It's ridiculous. She does do a lot of damage, but I just don't really see her being that useful for anyone. Barbarians is pretty easy to do. One of the easiest faction crypts, and I just don't see someone early in the game having that many books to spare. Now, here's a good champion, Deacon Armstrong. Obviously, I have him. Really, almost none of these epics are going to be good. There's a few I'm still missing that I'd like to have, like Miscreated Monster. Never pulled one. Deacon, though, he's absolutely top tier. Leechin is A1, very handy, especially for that Demon Lord clan boss. AoE decreased defense on his A2. That books to a 3-turn cooldown, but then he has a 3-turn cooldown extra turn on his A3. And what that actually means is that, practically speaking, Deacon is pumping out AoE decreased defense every 2 turns, which is unbelievably good. This turn meter boost and turn meter depletion for the enemy is unbelievably good as well for that mid-game arena. For all clan boss, Demon Lord clan boss stuff, speed aura, super useful as well, especially for that clan boss. So he is a great champion. We're expecting to hit there's always the possibility I've miscounted here, guys. There's always a possibility I get something wrong. I'm pretty sure, and there it is. Okay. Oh, okay. They're 2 duplicates. Oh, they're 2 dupes, but these are really good legendaries. You know, if you were a new player and you pull them, you'd be super happy. I actually might have some use for a duplicate Eleanor. That actually might be kind of good. Eleanor, as you guys know, she's one of my favorite champions in the game. She was my favorite. There's been a couple others that have sort of snuck up and maybe contesting for that position now. But she has an AoE poison, which is nice. But the big thing about her, on this 4-turn cooldown, she can explode poisons on all enemies instantly. So this opens up, for most of the dungeons, this opens up some of the best teams for speed farming dungeons up to stage 25. It's absolutely huge. This isn't an attack either, so if you got something to enable her, she can actually work on any affinity. If you're relying on her applying poisons, which I do with my teams, she'll only work against blue or green affinity dungeons. She won't work against red. She also has a HP burn on her A1 that cannot be resisted. You just beat the Frost Spider for free in the Doom Tower. Congratulations, no problem. Irresistible HP burn, absolutely fantastic. But yeah, she does good AoE damage, and yeah, with those poison teams, it's really, really good. And then Iron Braggo, of course, he was a previous fusion, so I did get him. I was playing at the time, but he is a defensive damage dealer. Effectively, he absolutely smacks like a truck. His A1 can decrease the duration of enemy buffs. It's okay, the chance is pretty low, but it does hit hard. His A2 is an absolute single target smack that puts increased defense on all allies for 3 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. This is very unique, right? Just by himself, he gives you full coverage with increased defense when it's booked up, which is really, really good. He puts a stun for 1 turn. He does a stun for 2 turns if the target's under 2 or more buffs. This is actually, because it's such a big single target nuke, again, in that mid-game tag arena, he can be a monster in those go second teams. He has then an AoE attack. This books to a 3-turn cooldown, which is an AoE. Books to a 75% chance to provoke for 1 turn. Quite useful, especially for Doom Tower. And it also places decrease attack on all enemies for 2 turns if he's under increased defense, right? So he applies increased defense to himself, then he's going to do an AoE decrease attack as well. He makes your team so tanky, so good for your Demon Lord clan boss. And then his passive is one of the best things. Increases the defense of all allies by 10% of this champion's defense. And realistically, you'll be able to build him most likely with about 5,000 defense. So he's giving 500 defense to everyone, which, I mean, 500 defense, it doesn't sound like a lot, guys, but it absolutely is a ton. And that's all the shards I need to pull, by the way. We got kind of lucky there. But I mean, if I show you, let's say Helior, he's probably in a defense, right? Look at this, a defense ring, 6-star is 265. You know, with Iron Braggo, you're basically giving, he doesn't have a defense necklace, but you're basically giving everyone on your team a 6-star defense ring and a 6-star defense amulet worth of those primary stats on top of their base defense. Is absolutely massive, absolutely huge, really ups your survivability. So he is absolutely fantastic. Like I said, I think this is my first dupe. Yeah, this is my first dupe for High Elves. So I will definitely take that. 10% more HP for my for my Arbiter is going to be great. 10% more for Eleanor, not bad. Actually, I've been rolling up her gear. We've got now 10% more HP for my Deliana, which is going to be very, very nice. Puts her up to 70k. That's an extra 2,000 HP for her. That's lovely. Won't complain about that, that's for sure. And that should be another duplicate for Orcs, which I actually have some duplicates of already. There we go. 10% attack for those Orc attackers. Not too bad, not too bad. I have some, I've got a few definitely good attack-based orcs. Nodgar, I'm going to try to do a video on him soon. He's really fun, very different, a weird champion, a weird damage dealer. Gomlock, I think he can do pretty decent damage. I haven't booked him up yet. He's obviously a Doom Tower champion. Then I got Robar recently. I think Robar is really cool. AoE decreased defense, and then an AoE attack that absolutely claps, does huge, huge damage. So lots of champions that can use attack. Whenever I get Varl, he uses attack. Danag, I think, is actually quite nice. He can place irresistible, decrease accuracy, and true fear on a Mithrala Lifebane. That's pretty good. Kreela, she's going to use attack, I think, on her attacks, and she hits hard. So there's lots of uses for this. I'm not mad at all. There's nearly all attack-based champions in Orcs, actually. Very few defense-based. So not bad. Obviously, it's more exciting to get something new, but I'll take it. One thing I did get that was new, actually, is Thresk. She's new for me. She looks cool. I love, like, the particle effect. She's got the weird smiley face, but I think visually, she looks really cool, like, especially those shoulder pads. And that weapon, pretty odd, with the 3 arrows, completely impractical, but cool. And then she is only firing 2 arrows in this screen, in this image right here. It's completely unplayable. Plarium, what is this? What is it? But yeah, she's pretty bad, but she does have that decreased resistance AoE. I mean, especially now that everyone has Deliana, and Deliana's also forced. I think Deliana's just a million times better than her. But hey, look, she's new, so that's cool. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I'm sorry it's so short. It's such a short video, but there we go. We hit our legendaries early. Actually, that was not Mercy Timer. That was pure luck, and we will take it. Always disappointing not to get something new, but at the same time, you know what? It's a couple of champions for Faction Guardians. That's not the worst thing. We'll never sneeze at 2 legendaries. Would have been nice for something new, but there you go. Good luck with your pulls. Let me know how they go, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.